Did somebody say release dates, Connor?
Are you asking me out on a date?
Oh, no, I'm asking to be released from this date.
What episode is that from, Aiden? Season 3, episode 12?
Sure.
Last Sound of Drums.
Last of the Time Lords.
Yeah, you know the master says that. Are you asking me out on a date?
Well, I'm glad you've educated us with that.
This has gone great.
It's
yeah, we
good
got
start.
dates. We got dates, baby!
Yeah, baby.
Woo!
Whoa!
But not the ones we were expecting.
You
got that
I need
one.
to hype up. I was a real low, like 1 minute start to the
It was
podcast.
horrible before we started recording.
So
it was
sorry.
horrible.
No, I need to energize.
You can cut the tension with a butter knife.
All right,
You've just been... Are you fucking jet lagged or something?
I'm energizing myself. I'm like injecting heroin. No, I'm not.
You're smoking crack.
We are less than 5 minutes into the episode, Connor. We cannot talk about drugs and stuff for the algorithm.
Or say any swear
No
words.
swear words.
No mentions of anything.
But I'm now energized with substances running through my veins to make me a good Doctor Who
Legal
host.
substances.
Legal, and that is
For any
beer.
feds listening.
The Fed.
That is illegal. That is a legal substance.
Beer. You know what else is a legal substance? We got release dates, 25th of November.
Yes!
2nd of December.
Boo!
The 9th of December.
Happy birthday! That's the first thing I thought when I saw it. I was like, yeah, well, it'll be 10th for us.
Yeah,
but
so
in the UK,
my hungover ass.
Yeah, you'll be pulling yourself out of bed, like shaking. Like
I was actually like that on the weekend in Melbourne, by the way.
I heard. I'm proud of you, man. Clubbing at the prime age of 24, it's not easy.
Clubbing till 5 a.m. Might I?
Okay, that is. Did it close at 5 a.m.?
No. Apparently it was open till 9 a.m. We like met some people there and started talking
ridiculous.
to them, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll probably be here till it closes." And I was like, "What the fuck?" It got to 5, and I was like, "Fergus, my brother, we need to go home." And we just stumbled through the streets of Melbourne. I was desperate for a fucking McDonald's, but nowhere. I've sworn I've broken the thing. Oh, well.
I woke up on Sunday after Oliver Tree, and my body literally ached. Like ached. I'm getting older. I was hungover. My body just it hurt for like 2 days.
My knee was giving out on my last day. We did walk all around Melbourne like every day. We weren't tramming it or anything.
That's what scares me though, because I hear it's around this time where like you do notice that hangovers are a bit worse. You start to ache a bit the next day. I really did ache the next day, and I wouldn't even say I went that nuts. I mean, I went a little nuts. I went a little goblin. Not anything I could say on air, but I went a little goblin. You know.
Well, I find that I now get hangovers more often, but for less long. You know, like a lot of the time I wake up and it's like just for like an hour or so, and then I'm like a dog, like.
Except on the Saturday when you spend it all in bed until like 2.
Well, that's because that Friday night was. I genuinely think that is some of, if not the most, I've ever drunk in my entire life. That Friday night, I spent $350 on food and alcohol.
Jesus, yeah, you were sending me all these Snapchats. It was so funny. I don't know if you remember sending them, but you were like. It was funny.
I know there's one of me going, I got that dog in me.
Yeah.
Got that dog.
Yeah, I got that dog in me. I got that dog in me.
Yeah.
I like that. It was good. Like I'm glad you had a good time.
And I looked horrible.
I'm glad Sir Paul McCartney got you back.
He did got me back. He got back. Paul McCartney got back.
That's sick. That's really cool that you went.
I actually saw a Beatle live in person.
That's really cool.
Literally, like he walked on stage and I was like, oh my god, that is one of the most influential, if not the most influential musician of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Help. I need somebody. Help. Didn't he open to that?
No. He opened to...
Help.
Fuck, no, it wasn't Help.
I need
it's
somebody.
from the same album, but
Help.
it's not that.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
That's good though. I'm glad you had a great time.
Yeah, it was. I was very happy. Very, very... it's a good thing that happened this year. Okay, Connor.
Lots of good things that happened this year.
Hold on. Here's me assessing the tapes. Here is what he came out to. Shit, no, I don't have it on me.
Give it away
Where
now.
Is it? Here we go. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Love. Yeah, there we go.
Did you enjoy the birthday song that he sung?
I loved a bit of birthday. A little bit of birthday from Mackie birthday. Mackie D's. Okay, let's get on with the
Glad
show.
you had a good time, man. God bless.
We're going to break
bless.
down these posters that came alongside these release dates. We got some new writers for Series 14 to discuss. We got some Series 15 news. God, we're not even on Series 14 yet. We have Series 15
Series in the
news.
60th, yeah.
Oh my goodness me! Subscribe. We are inching closer and closer every single day to 1,000 subscribers. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, at 50Doctor, on TikTok. We're posting all sorts of fun nonsense over there. Exclusive content, you would say, at 50Doctor Who. And we got a Ko-fi if you want to chuck a couple of dollary dues, man, because you like what we do here.
Good thing is, we said that we wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers before the 60th. Now the 60th is a little bit later than we
We
thought.
got a bonus 2 weeks to get there.
Well, a lot can happen in 2 weeks. You know,
Wise words. Wiser words have never been spoken.
go on Ko-fi and buy us love.
Give us money.
50% cat. Sometimes our knees touch
And I actually really like it when our knees touch.
and no one can see it, and we both know it's happening, but we don't
We just have a
acknowledge
little, just a little creak of a smile comes
Yeah.
through.
Now, obviously, I'm acknowledging it, but
Yeah.
it's happened 1,000 times before, and I have not
It happens. And
even acknowledged it.
It's gonna keep happening, man. Like, I'm not gonna be stopping it. You know what I'm saying? No
But
time soon.
At least it's an exciting time. Do you know what I was thinking at work today? I'm like, oh, forget about how it was a bit of a quiet 60th year. I feel so good now and fed. I'm like doing this with my tummy. I'm like, I've eaten
So
good
much
today,
60th
baby.
content. Yeah.
I woke up, I'll tell you what happened. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. because I always wake up in the middle of the night and get a glass of milk, which sounds very cartoonish, but I literally every night at like, I've something like my head clock, wake
Cartoon
up at
Connor.
3:30, get up, have a glass of milk. 9% of the time I'm like naked, so I hope no one walks out because I sleep naked.
I'll be sure to pop by your house.
Yeah,
that
at
time of
3:30,
day.
like, hi. And I checked my phone and I was like, that's legit. And I was like, December 9th, Aiden, that's your birthday.
That's my
How excited.
birthday. That's
it was
my
cute.
birthday.
But yeah, I was really shocked to see them though.
Yeah.
Very shocked.
So was I. So let's get talking about all that stuff in detail now. Let's head on to the news.
Oh, baby.
David Tennant and Catherine Tate are to return to Doctor Who.
The actor Shooty Gaffer has been announced.
And I hope the planet turns round and shits on you.
What was he announced as? I wonder if we'll find out today in the news.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, so new release dates have dropped, as we said. How are you feeling about these loosey-goosey release dates?
You asked, Aiden.
Yeah, well, it's what we're kind of here for.
It's really not what I expected at all.
No.
I was expecting, I'm not going to name them off the top of my head because I think I'll get them wrong, but
11th,
and
18th,
25th.
25th.
And 25th. Correct. Yeah, I was convinced. I was genuinely convinced.
Yeah, I
would
knew
be
it.
that.
I was the same.
I was like, I even had countdowns in my phone. I have this little countdown app. I had to change them today, like some idiot loser. I was
They've made you look a right fool, haven't they? The
dude,
BBC.
I felt like a right twat today doing that. But I'm just glad we have it. It's a month away now, and it's just exciting. Do I kind of wish they were airing in November? Sure, but I think you were saying something along the lines of like it was just too much of a packed month.
Yeah, I think I read on Twitter that the TV schedules throughout November are really
Because Strictly's
busy.
on,
Yeah.
and that's a really big show, and obviously it's going to be on Saturday night, which is arguably the biggest night for TV each week, and for 3 weeks they're going to bring in this new show, which will disappear for a while. Unlike Strictly, it's going to be airing like weekly for a couple weeks. So yeah, I do understand that. The whole December though, it's gonna be weird watching it in December, and it makes me think though, Shooty must be like quite impactful in it because literally when we finish Giggle in like 2 weeks, we'll be getting his special.
Because we don't quite know when Shooty's special is airing just yet, right? Because we know it's a festive special.
We never will probably.
But look, most likely, especially with how the schedule has played out for the 60th, most likely it's going to come out on Christmas Day, right? It'll follow the trend. But would you be against if it was like 4 specials weekly? You know what I'm saying? Like we get 3 60th specials, and then the following week, it's like December 16th. I'm happy with the Christmas special coming out December 16th. I'd prefer that over the 25th, to be honest.
I don't know. I like what was it? What was it a couple of years ago when like Doctor Who finished airing in like December, and then a couple of weeks later we got the
Series 9.
Yeah, was it that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. My fear has actually come true that they're just going to spunk them all out in like the same like couple weeks. Like I do wish that it was throughout the year.
Yeah.
But like if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
My sleep schedule's a bit scared, but
It'll be fine.
It's good to know. It's good to know like the actual dates. The whole December thing did throw me off though a bit. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I too would have preferred earlier in November, but I at the end of the day, like I don't really give a shit. I think the thing is like the fact that we kind of waited this long for a date. We'd all pretty much assumed that it was starting on the 11th of November. So now it's like, oh, another 2 weeks, which isn't a bad thing. It's just if we'd known that like 2 months ago, then it would have been a little bit less.
That's what
deflating
worries
to
me
see.
a bit about this whole thing. It's like there's so much stuff we've just assumed, and like it's almost hard to remember what's actually real and what's not. It's like, oh, we think we're like convinced it's going to happen, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh. Another thing I found really interesting though is that like it's so funny. Like on the promotion, it keeps saying like, you know, BBC and iPlayer in the UK and Ireland, and Disney Plus everywhere else worldwide. It's just really interesting to me, and I think rightfully so. But like, it's really interesting that like the BBC have like the right to be like, no, we're not going to air. We're only going to air one in November, and you get the rest in December. It's like it's still a BBC show. Like they're going to pick when it airs. Like we would like it. I'm sure if it was a streaming show, it wouldn't matter about putting it out in November because there's not like, you know, there's no timetable for like when this show ends and that show ends. Like they could just chuck it out. You know, I just find it interesting that it still is a show that is on like terrestrial TV that just everywhere else in the world is going to get it.
There's a lot of
on
shows
Disney.
like that.
As in,
Like a lot of Stan exclusives that we have. Stan's an Australian streaming service. A lot of Stan exclusives we have are shows that are airing on terrestrial TV.
Better Call Saul was a big one.
Yeah, on AMC.
Yeah.
Which obviously now they have their own streaming service, but back then they didn't.
Yeah.
So but no, it's really cool.
Plus.
We got a little Disney Plus trailer, which it had like 2 more shots, which were cool to see 100%.
Few more than 2, but yeah, it was good.
The big thing that was the coolest thing was to see
Mel?
Well, Mel is confirmed finally. Well, she's still not technically confirmed, but she's
That's
in
not
the
Mel.
trailer.
That's Donna. That's Donna. It's not Mel.
The other
it's
Ginge.
Mel.
It could be Amy, for Christ's sake.
No, it's Mel. You can literally see her costume. It literally is Mel.
Mel is in the 60th. Ta-da! Woo!
Who knew? Who knew that she would be in it?
But the coolest thing was the Disney Plus original specials and the little TARDIS coming.
Dude,
that's the coolest thing about Disney Plus. The logo. Ding! I love that.
I love the click because when you love, it's like.
Yeah, it does that. Disney Plus, regardless of what you think about the content, I think Disney Plus is the best streaming app, just in terms of user interface and everything.
I 110% agree.
It's so far ahead. I can't believe Amazon Prime is the worst.
Oh my, dude, I fucking agree as well.
Do you have like a 1 second delay from when you press on the arrows? It's nuts.
It looks terrible. It's so slow, laggy. I hate it. I avoid it like the plague.
I have. We're going to talk about
to be quite real, but
Gen V later.
You have to watch stuff like The Boys and Gen V, which is like the only thing I use it for. Like,
I've also got Grand Tour on there, which I like, and a couple other
Clarkson's
shows.
Farm.
Clarkson's
My friends
Farm.
watched that. Invincible's on there.
But literally, I was watching an episode of Gen V a couple of days ago, and I think I like checked my phone like very quickly, and then looked back at the screen and realized I'd missed a sort of a moment in a scene. So I just backtracked 30 seconds, and it backtracked, took like a minute to load back 30 seconds, and then started playing. And 15 seconds later, my screen just goes black, and just wouldn't. I had to like fully reboot my TV to get back into Prime.
One thing that is cool, I'll get one tiny little thing.
The X-ray?
I like that, and especially like the
I don't
cast.
need that.
The cast thing is kind of cool, but the song thing is really good because when a song plays, you can pause it and it says what artist and what the song's called. I think that's handy.
There's a thing called Shazam.
There is. I'm not really saying it's great. I'm just saying like I think it's kind of cool.
When I was a wee lad, I thought I had a genius idea in which, because you got Shazam, which you play, it figures out what song you're listening to. I thought Shazam, but for actors in movies. And it's just like you basically treat actors in movies like a QR code, and you scan it with your phone, and then it figures out who the actor is. Because how many times do you sit there going, I know that fucking dude.
Or you just Google the movie or TV show, and then you go on there.
Yes, but remember back in the day, This is when I was a wee boy.
Oh, you're a wee boy.
I was a wee boy.
You're a wee boy.
Phones, Google wasn't invented yet.
I love playing a game of like, I know that person, and before I'm like looking up and I'm like, come on, guess it before it shows up, and then you see it like, oh shit, of course, like, yeah.
All right.
What do you think about the dates? Sorry.
Yeah, I said I would have preferred them a bit earlier, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. I'm just happy we have dates. We got a little ident that came with the dates. That was cool, and it came with a fantastic theme.
An item, sorry?
Ident. You know the BBC idents? So this one was David doing the Sonic thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it has the date come up, which, you know, David, I thought could have done something a bit more than just... He's just like blank faced.
Yeah, at the end he smiles. He's like...
Yeah, and like the waving the Sonic doesn't quite line up with what he's writing, and it just felt... I wasn't quite on board. It's like, you know, like, you know, when you see that there's like a Instagram reel or TikTok or YouTube video where someone... the old Disney Channel items, like, and you're watching Disney Channel, and they wave it and they make it, but someone went and traced what they actually drew,
yes,
and they looked terrible,
yes,
rather than drawing the actual Disney bubble. It kind of felt like that to me.
It reminded me of remember the Stephen Fry reveal of him being in when the light came on, and he was just like, it literally looked like that. I was like, yo,
but you could see the TARDIS behind him. That was pretty cool. And also...
It's not from an episode, is it?
No. This will be...
Okay.
And that's what I mean. This was purposely shot, and they literally just got David to just
stare
down the barrel of the lens.
And then just smile at the end, like...
But the best thing about it was we got a clean version of, 5 seconds of the theme tune in the background, and it sounded beautiful.
The
theme tune. Theme tune as will be heard in the episode, you know?
I don't think you got this written down, and it's literally like 10-second thing to bring up, but just as I was heading here, they did put I think it's December 12th, the Blu-ray comes out.
Oh, really? Gee
so you
whiz.
can pre-order the Steelbook or the Blu-ray. Yeah, Aiden, you're like, oh!
Yeah. So is there art for it yet, or is it just...
No, that's so funny.
I'm so sick. If you announce something, this Doctor Who Series 1 to 4 Blu-ray remastered, that comes out in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, a month.
A year? When the fuck's it coming out? Jesus.
But I'm seriously just like, why are we waiting for an art? In 2023, why are you announcing stuff before you can show us what it's going to look like? It's such a little cash thing. I hate it.
The cogs need a little bit of grease down the old BBC. But are you getting the Steelbook? Will that fit your...
I'm going to be licking that Steelbook. I'm licking my lips looking at it.
I'm looking forward to the TikTok where you break that down. That is that 50 Doctor Who on the Talkie Talks.
That's correct. Okay, let's blast through these posters real quick. We have...
Of course.
The Star Beast, which, as you know... is a replica cover, or a replica poster to the comic cover from the 1970-something comic.
Yeah,
it's all like literally the same framing. It's awesome. What do you think of it?
2 thumbs up. Loved it. That's really good. I like how Rose is in the background.
It's the best one by far, I think. Over 2, I'll take it or leave it. But.
Yeah, okay.
Big fan.
It's Wobbly Yonder.
Wobbly Yonder, it's fine.
More like Wild Poo Yonder.
Yeah, it's not a great poster.
Yeah, but I think they're definitely trying to like keep. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Like, I don't know if you saw as well. They had like little descriptions of each of the episodes.
Yeah.
The Star Beast had Destiny is not finished with them yet. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Oh,
but
they might as well have just written sometimes.
I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost? Sometimes she lies in bed thinking what she lost. And now he's back. The Wild Yonder one, though, was further than Nether before.
Yeah.
Which I think is a reference to in New Earth when Rose is like, where are we going? And he's like, further than we've ever gone before. But, like, you know what? I'm kind of like, real quick, I'm kind of fucking sick of this, like... I mean, in Flux, we literally went to, like, the edge of the universe.
Yeah.
Like, how many more edges are we going to have?
I think being very invested in this community, there becomes a lot of that over time. Like, there was a Radio Times article, which isn't even really worth us breaking down. It had a cool poster of David levitating in spaceship.
I think that was Event Magazine.
No, it was Radio Times. It was Radio Times, but
it was it literally has a stamp on it saying...
Entertainment Weekly.
Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah, we were both wrong.
What did I say?
Event Magazine. It was Entertainment Weekly. We were both wrong.
That's what I meant, though. It was!
That's what I meant, too, to be fair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really much to break it down. It's like, what was it like coming back? It was fantastic.
And David goes, yeah, I read the first one and I thought, wow, I love the inspiration for it. And I read the second one, the second script, and it's like no other Doctor Who episode you've seen before. And I'm like, how many times do we have to hear that?
What more can you do, really? Like, the poster's really cool. It's like an infinite
quest.
People keep... Yeah, that would be fantastic. Imagine if they just played that instead. I would love that.
No 6 years
What a troll.
Just the infinite
Got
quest.
him. It just seems... Oh, yeah. People keep saying it's the Wrath Warrior ship. I don't know. I don't know why the Wrath Warrior ship would be like so... It to me, the vibe I got was that it was like... It's like a place that's like on like the edge of reality, which again, we did just see. So if we're going to have to... Maybe it's the opposite edge. I mean, it has to have two edges.
You've gone west, time to go east.
Go to the other side of the edge.
Yeah.
You know, and there seems to be these little robot boys who...
I want them. They're cute little... Well, there's only one we know of so far.
Well, I did read from the behind the scenes of the Blu-ray box set that it said breaking down the villains of Wild Blue Yonder.
Oh.
So I don't know if they're the villains or if... I don't know. That one definitely was definitely the least together way, but I think they're trying to be as secretive as they can be with it. Well, which I hope... by the way, I hope plays off. Because if it doesn't, then fuck.
Just on the whole spaceship ordeal, right? I'm confused. I've given up trying to understand the spaceship thing.
Good.
Because you know Beep the Meep's little pod is like small. We've seen that. That's clearly Beep the Meep's little pod. And then we've seen what we assume, and definitely is the Wrath Warrior spaceship, right? Which is the big narrow one.
Correct.
It's got the same big red eye things on the top as
It's
what they
in the
have on their
poster as
eyes.
well.
Huh?
It's in the poster.
Yeah, it's in the poster. It looks like the Wrath Warrior type ship. But then when they go inside of what we assume is that spaceship, it's a lot of the panels and control things are quite low to the floor, which make you think sort of maybe it is a Beep the Meep related thing. But then they have these little diamond symbols on the glass and on the walls in that spaceship, which we also see during different rooms on clips from Wild Blue Yonder in the trailer, in these like hallways and these other like spaceship interiors we see. And I don't think that tiny Wrath thin ship has all those hallways. So I'm like, this is like the whole jacket situation, which there's an answer to.
Does it?
We know what happens to the jacket.
What?
Shout out to Richard Lloyd for this one.
I didn't notice this.
In their breakdown of the Entertainment Weekly article, and they talked about the poster, they said you can see David's jacket has been hung over a piece of metal off to the side or off like over a bench or something. So as he's levitating in the vest, you can see just to the side his jacket.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, we've gone so low. There's a jacket and it's all the... Is it oh my god, that excites me. I'm like, yo, I need to get a life because that's so lame.
We're like, jacket, spaceships, what?
Brilliant.
But yeah, the spaceship thing,
I agree
just lost
though, yeah.
now.
I don't think... Because like the TARDIS is in it, like the TARDIS runs away, like... I don't see why, unless they go on the Wrath Warrior ship and it just starts flying off by itself. And then... But like, it looks infinite in the poster, like why would the Wrath Warrior ship be... Who cares?
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll find out in 4 weeks.
The Giggle poster.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I saw. I mean, it's like when when you're running and you drop a load of cards.
Such a shit joke.
Yeah, but it's funny. The cards go everywhere. When you're running, you drop a load of cards.
That's the worst joke I've heard in my entire life.
No, the worst ones are always the best. It's good.
Yeah, David's got his little poses going, as he does in all the poses,
Yeah, it's all wee.
Yeah. Would have been a cool time to maybe show Mel in the poster or something like that.
Nah, she's not in it, mate. That's Donna.
BBC are in so much denial.
That's Donna in the background, okay?
BBC are like, they don't know a thing.
That's what I mean. I'm like, are you, like, someone clearly vetted all this footage.
Yeah.
Like, you know she's in the background. Why not just say it? It makes no sense.
Not a clue, mate. Not a clue.
Neil Paddy Harris looks great. And by the way, we get a new shot of him in the trailer. The one with Mel in it,
Yep.
unironically. It seems to be the pedal scene, which is really cool. And he just looks like he's just chewing up the scenery. He looks like he's having such a great time. I really think he's going to be amazing. Amazing.
Shamazing, baby.
So, posters. I think they're fine. I like them. They're not the best thing ever. They're not the worst thing ever. They're there.
Yeah, I much prefer the posters that we got in like want to say series 11 and 12. They're probably some of my favorite Doctor Who posters. Like the series 11 one was the silhouette of Jodie looking up with space behind. I thought that was awesome. And then series 12 was the one, you know, and it had like the infinite coat and like the galaxy in her. That looked cool.
Moving on.
This just feels a little bit like series 7 part. You know, like how they had all those posters for series 7.
Oh, absolutely.
They feel a little like
Matt
that.
Smith's hands with the hole.
Like heavily
The worst
photoshopped. Like,
yeah,
I still really love them.
Me
I
too.
hate that we only have them as squares at the moment. We don't have like full ones that have the title on them and
oh yeah, that's a good point.
We don't
It'd be
have-
cool if like like the Blu-ray box set. I know the season 10 came with like those like really cool like 3D cards. Like it'd be cool if we got some of them, or like you can. I'm sure some fucking nerd's gonna buy them all and like posters and all that.
yeah.
But no, it's exciting. It's yeah, that's the thing. Like, it could have been really cool to like have like the names on it and the dates they're coming out. Like they're actually like movie posters.
Yep.
Nothing got better than the 50th poster.
Yeah, I don't think like if I got that poster in 2023, I feel like I'd be like, oh, this looks very 2000s.
What,
But
the
in-
50th?
Yeah, with them back to back.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 2013, I mean, I've got it on my wall in my bedroom still. Like that frothed hard, that poster.
Yeah.
So
I hope
nothing beats Peter Capaldi walking across Abbey Road.
that's true. I hope that once the 60th specials have aired, that we get like a spoiler poster almost. Like we'll have Mel in it, we'll have Kate, we'll have Martha, we'll have maybe the doctors in it, the other doctors, and like have like the 3 episodes as like a poster.
Spider-Man did that, didn't they?
Spider-Man did that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that because I thought it's cringe to bring it up, but yeah, they did do that.
These. Well, speaking of Spider-Man and Marvel, we've got to do this really quick, Connor. But we have some new writers announced for Series 14, baby. So Kate Herron and Briony Redman, probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry, Briony. They are co-writing an episode for Series 14. Episode 6, we know it's the Regency episode. The Regency episode.
Correct.
Where, we saw that's the one with Jonathan Groff in it,
Yep.
which is bloody awesome. And Russell's been like, oh, it's like no other episode you've ever seen before.
I read the script and I couldn't believe it. I dropped it on the floor and I ran away. I just couldn't believe it. It's like nothing I've ever read before.
But Kate Herron, we all know from Loki fame. She obviously directed Series 1, was an executive producer on that, and it looked awesome. Why have you...
I'm a fucking idiot.
What's wrong with...
Do you know how you texted me last night?
Yeah.
And said Kate wrote
She directed Loki?
No, the one with Jonathan Groff. You were like, Kate
Yeah.
is directing... No, you said Kate is the Jonathan Groff episode.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Kate Stewart. That's why I said... That's why I said I thought she was with the slug.
Yeah, that's why you were so confused.
Yeah, that's why I was when you texted me at the pub.
No. Kate Herron has written
My bad.
the Nicholas...
Mrs.
Jonathan
Loki,
Groff episode.
Mrs. Loki and Mrs. Sex Ed.
No,
She writes Loki and the director directed Sex Ed.
Whoa. Settle down.
What?
Briony hasn't done anything you've seen before. Probably not.
What?
But Kate has directed Loki and Kate has directed Sex Ed.
Right.
Yeah. But she co-writes with Briony on a lot of stuff before, I suppose.
Right, so they haven't... Okay, I'm confused, whatever.
I'm just saying that Kate directed Loki. Kate also directed Sex Education Season 1, 4 episodes.
Why didn't you come back?
Well, she's probably making Loki.
Why didn't you come back to Loki?
Probably making Doctor Who.
Low-key, that's some weird shit.
Yeah, I've not watched Loki Season 2.
Did I get it? Low-key?
No, don't get
Low-key.
it. Don't want to.
Low-key.
Don't want to get
Wait,
it.
so who's this other person? What's she done?
Not that much, but I'm excited to see what she can do.
Okay. So she writes it.
They're co-writing it.
And co-direction?
No, they're not directing it.
And she directed...
Listen to me when I
She
speak.
directed Loki. I'm winding you up, by the way.
You fucking...
I don't know what's going on, but I'm really excited about it.
fucking dude.
It's cool. I like that they give us little drop-ins like this,
Fuck off.
for news.
Let's get crazy and talk about some Series 15.
Finally.
Do you like how I scheduled?
15.
Like how I scheduled this podcast? It was like, we'll do 60th stuff, then we'll do Series 14.
I think it's because
then
you're a bit of
Series
a fucking
15.
control freak, if you ask me. I mean, you are a director.
Brother in fucking Christ!
Am I wrong?
I don't classify
Look at me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Alright, liar.
That's why I hate flying. I'm like, I'm not controlling this plane. I'm going to die.
You're the kind of guy who complains that the pilot's flying and not you. Yeah. I could do it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, what's this turbulence?
What's this book? If I was flying this plane,
There'd be no turbulence.
movie is like this the whole time.
Straight, mate. Straight. No.
Did you read Fires Pompeii?
20 pages of it.
Well, that's better than 0.
I suppose it is, but I read 20 pages of it waiting at the airport on the way back.
Well, it's almost like you get a page turner when you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, ooh.
The volcano
going to
off.
go up?
Spoiler
I don't
alert.
know. All right, Series 15 news, baby. We know that Series 15 production has officially begun.
But Aiden, we haven't even seen the 60th yet.
Oh my god. Too bad. Too sad. We're going to be getting annually Doctor Who, Connor. Are you going to complain about that? I bet you are, because you're a Doctor Who fan. Doctor Who fans complain about everything.
No, because I'm not on Twitter all the time. And I'm
Right.
not British.
Right.
I was just born there. Easy mistake.
Okay, well, you are on Twitter all the time. You are British.
Yeah.
You were born there.
I am. No, I said I
And
said
you
I
do
was
complain
just
about
born there.
everything.
Yeah, I
Connor got in the car today and said, how's your day? And he went, oh, well. And I just instantly
no,
turned
I
our music
didn't.
up so loud.
I said, oh god, it was just busy.
You just said, oh, God. And
Like
then
you don't
turned
say
the-
that, you fucking twat. Anyway, as I was saying, Jesus, if I can get a fucking
Series
word in
15.
edgeways. I was saying the other day to my mama that,
My mama.
who by the way is so keen for the 60th, it's so sweet. I love how we're talking about Doctor Who. We actually watched Empty Child Doctor Dances the other night. It was really sweet. What was that?
I don't know what that was. It was like the Fights of Pompeii.
Did you hear that in your head when you're reading the book? I was just saying, like, they must be really impressed with what they're seeing if they just keep. And we haven't even seen it yet, and they're filming like what? There's a season and 4 specials ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking that. This, I know 60th isn't necessarily a series, but
It's still a big
when
event.
you look at it in the way it's been filmed, is 3-4 episodes. It's basically a series, right?
Yeah, it's a
not
big.
labelled
It's a
series.
huge event.
And
There
they've
are seasons of 3 episodes.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is they
Sherlock
basically commissioned the 60th, which was one season, Series 14, which is another season, and Series 15, another season, without them at all seeing how it's going to sit with fans. We know we have 2 more seasons of Doctor Who ahead of us at least before it gets cancelled forever.
Yeah, well, Russell was talking about season 4
Yeah, he's been
in
talking
the
about
in the thingy-majibby that I listened to, the BBC
the
Sounds
concert.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. It gets me excited for the future.
It's nice not to be on the edge of our seats whether or not it's going to be how during Chibnall's era, even late
Oh
Moffat
my
era, we
God,
were like,
yeah.
is it going to get cancelled?
Dude, do I ever know that? I think about that all the time, and that's the thing. Even if it's not great, which I doubt it will be, at least I'd rather it be crap than not be cancelled. I think Doctor Who needs to be on the air. In fact, I'm currently working on getting on a local radio station to do a speech about Doctor Who's 60th anniversary and how.
Love to hear it.
Well, I was going to invite you on as well, but
Oh, I'd be there.
I'm getting in contact with a radio station to be like, look, you're a community radio station. I'm community.
I'm a community.
Yeah, I was like, I want to do a little bit about how the 60th is coming out, and I was a kid when I watched Doctor Who, and I think Doctor Who's really important for kids and stuff. And look at us, we started watching it when we were 5, 6, and we're still watching it now. I think it's I met you through Doctor Who. I met all my friends through Doctor Who mostly, and it's such a. We became friends again after hating each other through the show, through Doctor Who. That story we told in the 200th episode.
In 11 episodes time. This
I-
episode 189 today.
I'm gonna really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. They'll probably say fucking no, but
Yeah. Well,
I
anyways,
thought I'd try anyway.
yep. So very, very keen that Series 15 is happening. I'm so keen to see some filming, little filming pics again. That brings me so much joy. Keen to see some Cybermen walking around the streets going.
dun dun dun
Murray's
dun.
just on the side going,
Excellent.
ba 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 ba.
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Also, we were saying how Brigadier's only in the 5 Doctors after early Tom Baker era. Motherfucker, I'm watching Series 20 at the moment, Season 20 at the moment, and fucking Peter Davison is just rocking around in Morwin en Bruges, I can't remember what it's called.
In Bruges.
Weird in Bruges.
In Bruges.
In Bruges.
In Bruges.
He's walking around,
Why
and the
don't you
brig's
like me
there.
no more?
In this other story, just randomly, Dragonfire. Whoa, this is our 7th Doctor story, guys.
It's done. It's over. We finally fucking got through all the
We
classic
finished
episodes.
this classic watch.
That was
7 weeks
So-
of classics.
hell.
One story
Sorry, what
per
were you
Doctor. You thought 7 weeks of hell?
Nah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It was just I do have a funny story about it, but go ahead. That's not the Connor story. It's another Connor story, but go on.
Well, we are rounding out our little 60th series of classic reviews with Dragonfire, which is the fourth and final serial of the 24th season of the British science fiction television series Doctor Who, first broadcast in 3 weekly parts from the 23rd of November
Hey, happy birthday.
to the 7th of December 1987. This is basically
What the
the
hell?
60th, just 2 days off. 23rd to the 7th. That's awesome.
This is the real 60th special, in my opinion.
And
Dragonfire.
Bonnie's back for it. This is nuts. What was this? So we're basically doing the 97, 2007, 2017. We're basically doing the 36th anniversary of Dragonfire. Is what, because Mel's back. You know what I'm saying?
36 years?
Yeah, since this
Crumbs.
special came out.
Wow.
Anyways, okay. In the serial, the
That is-
criminal
wow.
Kane, exiled to the planet Savatos 3,000 years ago, seeks to find the power source for his prison ship, which has since become a trading colony called Ice World,
Nosferatu.
so he can use it to return to his home planet. There's a little fucking ice dragon going on. Has the introduction of Ace coming into it.
Or should I say Dorothy?
The swan song of Mel. We've got Glitz back, your boy Glitz.
Oh, I love Glitz. I was so excited to see Glitz back.
Yeah, when I was watching Glitz, I was thinking, man, I have one friend who could 100% play Glitz in like a fan film. 100%. Like he's like looks like Glitz, talks like Glitz, has that same energy about him. Like a very goofy dude.
Who? What's his name start with?
He's called Dowie, Adam McDowell. I don't know if you know, but he could play Glitz any day of the week, man.
Adam McDowell. We are casting you in the Glitz Disney Plus show.
Original.
Who has died, by the way, sadly. I did tweet out as a joke, if he's not in the 60th, we riot. It went a little bit viral.
Yeah, it got about 8 likes.
Everyone was like, you idiot, he's dead. And I had to be like, I knew this. I knew this.
Of course, now dead. Rather than dead now, of course.
I was worried what to say because it was a bit too much. Everyone was like clowning on my ass. I'm like, I'm a human being too, you know. Why is it always open season with me?
We've got to stick to Dragonfire. Dragonfire. Let's get.
Go.
I've seen this once before when the box set first came out. I quite thought it was okay when I first watched it. I thought this isn't great, but I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? It was one of those. Mm-hmm. Watched it this time, flicked it on just before I went to Melbourne, and I just thought, this is terrible.
Why did you pick this one? Is it
because Mel leaves, and I thought because Mel's coming back on the 60th, it might be nice to see how she left and then see how she comes back.
Okay.
But
interesting.
I was watching it, and I just thought, what a load of horseshit this story is.
I don't know if it's horseshit.
There's some fun
It's just really boring. Episode 1, I thought was really good. I was like, well, this isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
2 and 3, I found extremely boring. Like, not much happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's really... Like, I don't even know what you want to talk about. Cause
No, that's...
I've got
I'm
a few things.
so glad we had a busy schedule for this episode. Cause
a few things, I guess. I thought you picked it because I love Ace so much.
Well, it's cool because it introduces Ace and says goodbye to Mel.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because, like, her goodbye is just like, see ya, it's like, okay, cool, and then Ace is in. I guess that's how they did it back in the day.
Yeah. No, this is a shitter goodbye than usual.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really rushed. It doesn't feel like a final story. No. And there's no hint towards her leaving.
Yeah, she's just like, I think it's time I go, Doc.
Yeah, and he's like, go where?
Go to EastEnders, Mel.
Is that where she went?
No, I don't know. I think she did a lot of soap work back in the day, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not British. Well, I'm British. I didn't grow up watching EastEnders.
I did.
Dragonfire. What did you think of the dragon?
At this point, I'm like...
Walks around with his arms out like this.
You ever heard the saying, I've been in the shit so long it doesn't smell anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of how I am right now.
Right.
I like the vibe of this series. I like how Glitz rocked back up. Mm-hmm. I love Sylvester's Doctor. I would say him and John are definitely my favorite classic Doctors. I don't know if I could pick one. I'm saying I'm a lot. I just thought it was really boring. I think I'm just really bummed out because, like, I went to watch it on Daily Motion, only had part 3 on there, and I was like, crumbs, I've been called out finally. So
even my illegal way of watching it isn't legal.
It's not illegal. I told you after 12 years you can upload
No,
legally.
you heard that on the fucking H3 podcast, mate.
Yeah, but that's... Shut up. How do you remember that?
Because I listened to you.
It's true though. It is true.
You can't upload a whole episode of something. Just
no,
'cause
you
it's
can
not
upload a
12 years.
reaction.
Yes. Is it reactions you're watching on Daily Motion?
I'm reacting to it when I'm watching it. Anyway,
that's not how this works.
I had to get a VPN, which cost me like $25. And then I went on Brit because Aiden's like, it's on BritBox. It's not on BritBox. I went on there and it wasn't. Okay? And then I had to go on ITVX, which sounds like a fucking porn website.
Oh, but that's new BritBox.
Yeah. You say that now. I had to sign up because I finally signed in, okay? All right, go to Watch Lot 2. No, you need Premium X. Okay? Brilliant. Sign in, okay, put in your card details, like, for fuck's sake. Put in my card details. Cost me like fucking like $16. If I cancel it all, it shouldn't charge me. But then, like, you know what? It wouldn't piss me off so much if it actually fucking worked. But it didn't. It paused. It buffered. It didn't load. It said error. I finally got through it. Do you know what I ended up doing? I watched the third part on Daily Motion. Okay? Who'd have thought, after all this time of me shitting on Daily Motion, it'd be easier than going on ITVX? Okay? I'm really pissed off about it. I'm over it.
You
okay?
think you had it rough? I had to get the Blu-ray off my shelf, put it into my PlayStation.
Great. If we reviewed this in a week's time, I could have just gone on BBC iPlayer. That's what really fucked me off.
I'm sorry.
Literally in
I'm
like
sorry,
what?
Connor.
Tuesdays in what? 4 days?
I'm sorry.
Really fuck. Anyway.
Stop yelling at me.
Okay, can we talk about the cliffhanger? which is literally a cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger. The cliffhanger.
Why does he walk over the bars to go down? There's no reason to do it. And by the way, I looked it up and everyone says the same thing. They're like,
Bruh.
people say it's the worst cliffhanger in Doctor Who history because there's no reason for him to walk over the bars.
Context, because I know a lot of people listening haven't actually seen the story that we're talking about here. Sylvester McCoy, it's the iconic thing. You see it in
Name of the Doctor.
That's
all I know.
Sylvester is hanging from a cliff edge. And basically what happens is he's just walking along cliff edge. There's a little barricade there. And he just like looks over it. He goes, and then just climbs over the barricade, hooks his umbrella on, climbs down his umbrella further, and then hangs there and goes, oh, fuck, what did I do this for?
It's really dumb.
Well, even Andrew Cartmel, who...
I've read this. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because I've read the Script Doctor. It's a fantastic book, really worth a read. Andrew Cartmel was the script editor at the time, so combined with John Nathan Turner, they were basically the showrunners of the time. And even Andrew Cartmel, in his book, was like, it made zero sense. There was a reason in script, but he basically just said like it just did not translate at all on screen.
Something along the lines of like...
he was climbing down to the barricade below.
Yes.
Which you can see, but it's so faint, because I was really looking out for it, because I knew that watching it this time. And you can see another barricade. It just does not translate at all. And obviously, because then in part 2, bloody Blitz comes along, and he just like grabs his feet and pulls him down. And it's sort of like, wait, how did Blitz come and save him? Wasn't it just a sheer drop underneath him?
Yeah.
But it's because there's meant to be like another little barricade just underneath where Seven is.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not filmed properly, I guess. Like, it just doesn't look. It doesn't translate on screen.
It's ridiculous. It is
fucking
ridiculous.
funny as hell.
It's so funny.
Nitro 9.
Bit of Nitro 9, there was some cool explosions and like action sequences in this, I thought.
Oh, the villain sucked. It was so boring. Oh, God, we're going to freeze you. You're going to...
I didn't mind them. I quite liked all the cool... I liked how big the set was in his little icy base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember you saying like it was very like,
magnitude
set, confined. And I guess I was going into it expecting it to be terrible. I didn't know it was Ace's first episode. And, I sim Ace, so I love it. Yeah.
What did you think of... No, did you get... You know me. I've been going through this classic rewatch, and every time I watch an episode, I go, Russell T Davies drew inspiration from that. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is the long game.
Dude, yeah.
Yep.
I thought that.
Like lots of dark corridors.
On my mum's life, I generally...
The villain's a
thought that.
frosty boy in a frosty room. on a space station.
What got me was like the first thing when they land in like the area where they're like selling all the food and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where they land in
the start of
Long Game. Hey, do you have any original ideas,
Come
Russell?
on, Russell.
My
Are we really
goodness.
giving the show back to this guy?
This plagiarizer?
This cheat.
This cheat, yeah. Rip my boy Glitz.
Yeah, the goat.
I hope you know I got shit on Twitter for thinking you were still alive. There you go. God bless.
What do you think of the twist that the dragon was actually a robot that was holding on to the power source in his brain?
Oh my god.
Brain?
Wow.
Wowee. That's why its head looked so terrible.
You know, next time I'm going to pick the episodes. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I thought this would be a good one to watch. I knew this one wasn't good. I just thought because Mel leaves in it.
Also, like,
we have to have a mix. Otherwise, at some point, we're only going to be watching bad episodes, and that's going to be terrible.
But we're supposed to be picking episodes for the 60th that actually people know of. Who the fuck? I've never heard of this shit in my life until today.
That was never a rule.
Well, it's how you should be thinking. I don't know if... who's heard of bloody Robot of Death? I've never heard of that.
That's
crap.
a very, very, very
I've never heard of that shit.
Very well-known story.
What did we do last week? No one's heard of that one.
Revelation of the Daleks.
Literally, who's heard of that?
Well,
no one.
Well, okay. Well, that's our review for Dragonfire.
Good. Didn't want to get views. Next.
There was some cool practical effects.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what was a sequence that I thought was really well directed? Was when Ace had to pull Mel underneath, or it might have been the other way around, had to pull one of each other underneath a shaft as the Frosty boys were like stepping over it, and there was a really cool shot like through the grid of the shafty thing, you know what I'm saying?
Ace.
You talking about the end?
Yeah.
He's like, why don't you travel with me, Ace?
Ace! Who wrote this? Christ on a bicycle.
Ace.
Wicked.
Did they explain why she teleported to this planet? To this space station?
I think you find out eventually. It's funny because, like, I did reference it before. It clearly went over your head. But I said, you said Ace, and I said, should I say Dorothy? That's what the Master says in Power of the Doctor.
Yes.
But you don't remember because you're not a fan.
Well, I just thought you were generally saying, should I say Dorothy?
Oh, no, Aiden.
Because Dorothy is her name.
Oh, no. I was referring to the Power of the Doctor.
Messy bedroom.
Yeah, sounds like me.
She's got a lot of shit for someone who just got whisked up and teleported to this space station.
I think she's been there a while.
Yeah, but still, where's she getting all the shit? Do you like the milkshakes? They get pouring milkshakes on each other. That was fun.
It brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, milkshakes.
Though she's like, I hate in TV shows, she's like just playing like some 15 or 16-year-old.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Ace.
Wicked. Ace.
Also, there's like this weird moment where Sylvester just like plays with a little alien thing.
That was improvised.
It was improvised.
Oh! Yeah, he walks past the thing and it's like, oh, yeah, Sylvester's so good. I feel so bad for him about how I really don't think people really gave a shit about the show when this was happening.
Not at all. It was watched by like 9 people.
Are you serious?
No, it was watched by more than that. But hold on, let me have a look.
Well, views just like plummeted into like oblivion.
5.5, 5, and 4.7.
That's really good for back in the day.
Not for back in the day.
Oh yeah, boy.
No, that's
everyone's watching Corey and.
Christ's sake. Okay, well yeah. Any last words on Dragonfire?
Should I say Dorothy?
No, you should just stop saying that.
Why?
Because I don't know what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to.
All right.
I'm quoting Power of the Doctor.
Connor, let's move on.
What is this?
To the other 50. This is the segment where we like to talk about things other than Doctor Who, other things we've been watching, other things we've been doing. And I thought, because you've been watching this, you didn't know that I've been watching this until today. So I thought, why don't we...
How'd you know I've been watching it?
Because you sent me a Snapchat of it once.
Oh, yeah.
And a very simpy Snapchat.
It was simpy, but it was a fair simp.
But I agree.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I just thought maybe we can have a quick chat about Gen V, just to spice things up, talk about something not Doctor Who related for a little bit.
Sure.
I love it.
Good for you.
You don't?
No, did I say that? No, I like it. I don't love it. I think it's good.
I love it.
I think it's I think it could have been done better, but I like it.
I'm obsessed with Gen V.
And I hear it ends great. Like, I know Grace has gotten the rest of the catalog, and she said it ends really well, and then it like leads into season 4 of The Boys, and it just sounds really cool.
Cool.
Like,
cool.
I like it. I do simp cricket. There, I said it.
Cricket's good. I like little
But
cricket.
no, I like it. I think it's definitely like X-Men meets like The Boys. You know.
Yeah, it's that. I also just love, you know me, mate. I'm a sucker for a little young adult tale.
I know.
So I like went in with zero expectations, and I to be honest, I wasn't really gonna watch it. And then I had this flight to Melbourne, and I just thought, oh well. When I went to New Zealand, I downloaded all The Boys onto my phone to watch. So I just thought, why not just do the same with Gen V? And I just instantly, like from the moment it started, I was like, I just really like this. I like it more than The Boys. The Boys is a little grey, and I like The Boys a lot. I'm not trying to talk shit about The Boys. I do like The Boys a lot. But I also felt that The Boys really needed to shake up come the end of season 3. It felt a little like, we've been here before.
There's
like,
rumours season 4's the last season.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And then apparently what Grace was saying was like, then Gen V will kind of become like the
new The Boys.
The new The Boys.
Which I'd like that.
I thought you were going to say I saw you were watching it, so I decided to give it a go because you've got such impeccable taste in TV.
I wouldn't go that far.
That's not why you watched it? Because you saw me watching it?
But I got caught up on all 6 episodes in like 3 or 4 days. And I loved it.
Yeah, I've been watching it weekly.
Yeah.
Since it started airing.
Are we weekly now?
Well, they dropped the first 3 on the same day.
Yep. Just great, man. I just think it's real good characters. You guys should all watch it. The Boys spin-off follows.
I don't know if they're great characters.
I think they're so much better than a lot of the Boys characters.
Bro, get out of here. Get
the
out of town.
The Boys characters, a lot of the Boys, and I know that's kind of the allure. It's the Boys, but so many of the characters are just like, yeah, it's the Boys. You know,
maybe I need a show about the Boys,
and that's fine. I'm still.
I love. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I still think these characters are more interesting and have better backstories, and I relate more to kids going through kids things than I do like dads who are going through dad things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's my analogy.
Okay. Well, good for you. No, I like it. Anything else you've been watching? Is that?
I just thought we could talk about that. I've been watching Beckham, and I loved Beckham, and I finished Beckham. Documentary on Netflix, very good.
Why would you watch that?
Because I'm a United fan.
Okay.
And I just thought it was cool. It's directed by Hugo from Succession. Fisher something. You know Hugo? He's got that dog in him. He has to bark to Kendall at the end of episode 9.
Hugo directs it?
Hugo. Woof. Yeah, you know Hugo?
Of course I do.
And it's got his like voice in the background all throughout the documentary. He's talking to them.
David Beckham decided to kick a ball when he was 2 years old, and that's when his parents realised they could make money off him.
It's not like that,
okay.
But that's okay. But yeah, really good documentary recommendation.
I have one episode of Futurama left until I've completely watched the entire catalogue.
Fucked up.
It is.
That's fucked up.
Oh, and I'm also watching the fourth House Usher, which is Mike Flanagan's.
Yeah, I've heard decent things about that.
Dog shit.
Okay, stop watching it then.
It's just so boring. But anyway, whatever.
All right, Connor, we got to wrap up in 4 minutes. So in 2 minutes, can you tell the story?
Yes,
Connor said to me today, he was like, write it on the run sheet. I've got to tell a story. And I was very scared to write it on the run sheet because last time you told me that, you told me a really anticlimactic story about how you got to shit yourself.
I was going to shit myself.
And then you didn't shit yourself. And it was the most anticlimactic story ever. The climax was I went home and had a poo.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I just know how lovely our audience is, and when I go through a shit, embarrassing time, they're so kind in the comments.
Is this a continuation of that?
No. So I got an email a couple of days ago from this band, this rap group called the Hilltop Hoods. I know you know them. And I used to simp the Hilltop Hoods. I used to love them. I still like them, but I don't listen to them much anymore. Anyway, I got this email being like, oh, we're doing a test press in for this new single we're bringing out. We have 8 test pressings, singles, 7 inches, vinyls. We're going to put one in every single state in Australia. And at this time, we're going to send out an email with where it is. And whoever gets it first gets the vinyl. And they get a $150 voucher from whatever shop it's at.
That is freaking heckin' awesome.
Really cool. So I'm working in the city at the moment, which is not where I normally work. And I was like, that's funny, because I'm sure they're going to drop it somewhere near the city. And for some reason today, we had an early lunch, and it dropped at 1 p.m. in Adelaide, the email, which is where Joshy lives, which was 10 a.m. here for us. So I got the email, and I was like, oh, I know that place. It's a place called Beyond Skate. It was literally 15 minutes away. And I was like, and it was my lunch break. I was like, oh, okay.
It's meant to be.
Fuck it. I was like, I'll go. But I was like, if I go, I can't even get lunch because it's going to take me 50 minutes to get there, 5 minutes in the shop, 50 minutes to get out. Plus, I thought they might want to take a few photos of me holding it like, I got it. So I drove like a fucking madman, which I ain't proud of.
Yeah.
Safely, but with the speed limit. But like, I hated how fucking angsty I got. I was like, come on, at the traffic lights. And like, I pulled up. I was like, got my parking. I pulled up so quickly, and I looked through the shop. I was like, it was dead. I was like, this is fantastic. I love getting rare vinyls. Like, this is awesome. And I walked in, and it was like literally dead. It was just like some guy at the front desk. I was like, this is amazing. I've done it. I went up there, and I was like, yeah, you got that vinyl. It was literally 30 minutes after they posted it. I was like, there's no way in hell anyone is here. Because you had to sign up to the email list and everything. Yeah. He was like, nah, sorry, man. Some guy came in like 5 minutes ago. And I was like, I feel like such a fucking twat. I was like...
Wasted your break.
I was like, oh.
Well, another anticlimactic story where Connor doesn't get the reward at the end of it.
Yeah, you walk out of the, you walk in and out of like shops and they have the ding dong. When I walked out, it was like, wah, wah, wah. I feel like such a twat. I was like, bro, I was so close.
Did it go like this? It went. Oh wait, I've got the.
That is sound.
Hold on. What?
Isn't that what you used to say when it was like, where were you when you watched this?
Yeah, whenever you had a little bitch about your DVDs. The sting
now
on
I'm
here
bitching about this.
is called Connor's DVD bitch.
There is a guy in Perth right now who somehow got there. I will try and reach out to him just to interview him because I feel like he's a fucking twat for stealing my vinyl. But I was like, bro,
this vinyl you want.
How the hell did someone get there before me?
All right, Connor, very quickly, give me a rating. Give me a rating for Dragonfire out of 10.
It gets a 4 out of.
Oh, you are feeling fucking harsh today, man. All right, guys, follow us on Twitter, on Instagram at 50doctor. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Did I say I'm giving it a 5? I don't know if I said that.
No.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, guys. Connor's giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 5. Follow us everywhere on TikTok at 50. Excuse me, at 50 Doctor Who. We'll be back next week. Not 100% sure what we're doing next week because we now have 2 extra weeks to buffer out, but...
We're re-reviewing the Doctor Who movie. It's been like a year. We can do it again.
It's been a year. That's a Tom Rosenthal song. All right, Connor, sing us out in song, baby.
It's Aidan and Connor's podcast. They're doing Doctor Who reviews. They're doing Doctor Who reviews. Do 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 do.